Hello, this is Mr. Wynn, and today's video will be about linear relations and functions. First, make sure you know that a linear function makes a line. If it's not linear, that's nonlinear, it's not a line. Make sure you know linear equation has no other operations besides simple addition, subtraction, multiplication of a variable and a constant. The variables may not be multiplied together or appear in the denominator. A linear equation does not contain variables with exponents other than 1. And again, it's always a line. So here's some examples of linear equations. Then here's some examples of nonlinear equations. Alright, this first one fails because it has an exponent of y squared. This one fails because it has a square root. Square root is another exponent. Or again, it's not simple addition, subtraction, multiplication. This has multiplication by variables. And this has division by variables. Alright, so state whether these are linear or not, and explain why. A, that doesn't break any of the rules. So I'm going to say the rules are no multiplication by letters, no division by letters, no other exponents besides 1. It matches all that, so that's good. So this is linear, so yes. B, it has division by a variable, so this is no. Division by a variable or letter. Alright, this one, C, no, it has multiplication of variables. Multiplication of variables. Multiply by numbers is okay, but letters by other letters is not. D, division by a variable. If the letter's on bottom, that's bad. If it's on top of a fraction, that's good. So no division by a variable. And last, this one, it is not breaking rules. This is -3 over 2 times x. That's fine. No dividing by letters, no multiplying by letters, no other exponents. So we're good. Alright, standard form is ax plus by equals c. There are 4 rules to this, and I'll put in order of most important to least important. First, a must be positive. If a is a negative number, the number next to x is negative, that's wrong. That should be the first thing you fix. The second one is x and y, so ax and by must be on same side, like the formula. And c by itself. C is by itself. Alright, the third one is there's no fractions or decimals allowed. And the last one is the GCF must be 1. That means A, B, and C cannot have anything that divides all 3 numbers at the same time. For example, if it's 2, 4, 6, they're all even, I can divide them all by 2. So first, write each equation in standard form, then identify A, B, and C. Well, first, right here, I'll do B first. Let's do it my way. Is A positive? I like this number next to x. That is 3. A is positive, rule 1, it's good. So A is positive, check. B, x and y on the same side, which they are. C by itself, it's not. I gotta move C, I gotta move this number. So I'm gonna add it to the other side. Plus 9, plus 9. I have 3x minus 6y equals 9. So x, y on the same side, C by itself, rule number 2, check. Alright, rule 3, no fractions or decimals, I don't see any, check, good. And the last rule, can't divide any of the 3 numbers by anything. I can actually divide all of these 3 numbers by 3. So I divide everything by 3, I get 1x, or x, minus 2y equals 3. That's standard form. Now tell me A, B, and C are? Well, A is a number in front of x, which is a positive 1. B is a number in front of y, which is a negative 2. C is a number by itself, that's a positive 3. Alright, for A, same thing. I see a fraction, I'm going to multiply everything by 10 right now. Alright, so I multiply everything by 10. I get -3x equals 80y minus 150. Now, if you didn't like the way I did b, there's another way to think of standard form, and that is x and y on the same side, numbers on the other side. Alright, so let me put x and y on the same side. I have to move this a dy. So here, x and y on the left, numbers on the right. Let's do that. Over here, it does not combine together, they're different terms. Alright, so I have x and y on the left, numbers on non-x and y numbers on the right. I'm now going to see what a is. If a is positive, we're done. If a is negative, I got to multiply everything by -1. Basically flipping all the signs. So I multiply all that, distribute. I get positive 3x plus 80y equals positive 150. Now actually there's one more thing I need to make sure there's no GCF. I can't divide 3, 80, and 150 by anything. So that's my answer. A is in front of x, which is 3. B is in front of y, which is 80. C is by itself, which is 150. Alright, so two ways. Either do the 4 rules in order, make A positive, x and y on the same side, C by itself, no fractions decimals, and then no GCF. Or the other way is x and y to the left, the C to the right, and then multiply by -1 if A is negative. If A is positive, leave that alone, and then check if there's a GCF. Alright, last, we use standard form to find the intercepts. So, first I check this equation out. It is not standard form. X and y to the left, numbers on to the right, so I'm going to move this. So my equation is now 2x minus 3y equals -8. This is standard form. A is positive, x and y to the left, C by itself on the right, no fractions or decimals, and no GCF. Now, to find the x and y intercepts, you use the cover-up method. What that means is you cover the letter you don't want. If I want to find the x intercept, I ignore this y part. Alright, what's left is my equation. 2x equals -8. I just solve by simple division. Divide by 2, and it's always division. X equals -4. Now, make sure you write that properly as a coordinate. -4, comma 0. Alright, if I want the y-intercept, I ignore the x part. Make sure you keep the sign in front of y. So this is a -3y equals -8. Again, just simple division, just one step. I have y equals positive 8/3. So as a coordinate, that's 0, comma 8/3. Now, once you have 2 points, we can always draw a graph. We draw a line. So again, actually, we just sketch. -4, 0 is about right here for me. And 0, 8/3. 8/3 is about 2.66, so that's about right here. As you can see, we have a positive slope graph. It's going uphill. Alright, here's the practice problem. Try to find the x and y intercepts. X intercept should be 5, y intercept should be 2. If you can do that, you should be good for class. See ya.